Hi everyone, this is Alert Day Trading. The purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, see if there's any corrections I could be making. So today I am focused on following a specific set of rules that I've set up for myself, and I gave myself kind of a challenge to see if I can execute my trade plan, a certain amount of trades in a row. And if I'm able to do that, then I will continue to increase my risk. So this is something that I'm doing to improve my trade discipline. So I'm just going to go over the trades I took and talk about that trading discipline as well. So the first trade I took was on, let's see here, on JNJ, and I was noticing this stock moving higher, and it seems to have had a good earnings report in the morning, or I guess everyone was reacting to the report somehow, and you can see the trade, the stock moving up nicely. And I used the, let's see here, so I use the 3-minute time frame. So this is the entry right here. So as you can see, we were pushing up higher, and these are all-time highs. So that's one strategy I used. And here was the pullback, and as we broke above this level, we hit some level of resistance here. This red line was not there before I took the trade. I put this red line because this is the high of day, so I was hoping if we could break above that, maybe I'll try again on the trade. But we didn't reach my first profit target, and as you can see, the stock turned around and it's been pretty much going down and a bit sideways throughout the day. You can see decrease in volume here. So I followed my rules, and so I'm okay with the loss, not a big deal. And then now here's what I was kind of referring to with the trade discipline. I'm setting myself up for this challenge to complete 10 trades in a row, and then I will increase my risk, and then again 10 trades in a row and increase my risk. And I mentioned in previous video that I'll have a sample size of about 20 trades, and I end up with positive expectancy with my trade plan. So as long as I stick to the trade plan, I'm confident that I will be profitable at the end of the sample. And but the thing is, what happens is I'll take maybe 5 good trades, and then I'll take 1 or 2 trades that are not part of the plan. So it messes up the results. Even though so I don't include, trades that are not part of my plan in my statistics. So my statistics are good, but yet my results sometimes are skewed because I'm entering trades that are not part of the trade plan. So I'm trying to eliminate that. I'm trying to just take trades that are part of the trade plan. And so I set this system up where I'll reward myself if I do 10 trades in a row with my trade plan, then I will increase my risk. So it gives me an incentive to follow my plan because obviously I want to be increasing my risk, because then the reward will also increase. So as long as I follow my plan, and as long as my plan continues to have that positive expectancy. I took 4 trades in a row once I started this, and I started yesterday. And on my 5th trade, I did not follow the plan. So I failed the challenge, but I'm trying again. And so now obviously I'm going for 10 in a row, but I need to at least improve on my previous attempt, which is 4 trades in a row. So as long as I do more than 4, then I'll see improvement until I get to 10. So the mistake was here on CGC. I saw the stock moving higher, and I guess, was it CGC? I forget exactly which stock. It might have been, let's see. It was JMIA. There you go. And so here you can see the stock was kind of being quite volatile. And I think the 5-minute chart is the one. Yeah, this is where I entered the trade right here. And I entered without inputting the correct risk amount and without the correct size. I just basically used the setup from a different stock I had inputted, and I just kind of jumped into the stock really quickly. And immediately I knew that I messed up. And in my mind, I was saying, well, if I can get out at break even, just pretend like the trade never happened, then it's not a big deal. But at the end of the day, I still did not follow my rules. One big rule I have is that the move, for example, this is the move upward, right? And this is the pullback. Well, the pullback should not be more than 50% of the move. So if here is 58.86, the high was 62.30, so that's about almost $4. So the move should not be more than $2. The pullback should not be more than $2. So 62.32, we go $2 down, which is 60.32, but you can see the pullback went way below that. So this trade should, just with that rule, should not even have occurred. Let alone I entered the trade not even, planning out what my risk was. I just kind of jumped in, and sometimes I do that and then I adjust my orders after I've jumped in. But my plan is to put all the orders before I enter the trade and then let the trade do its thing. So that was that was a trade that did not go according to plan. So I have to restart my challenge. And I ended up taking another trade today that did follow the rules. So I'm back on track. And, I got out right away. So I basically took no loss and took no profits. What I did was I put the order right at break even. And if it happened to go in my favor, then so be it. I would have made some profit, but if it went against me, which it did at break even, I actually would have made profit because you can see that the trade ended up being positive, but it doesn't matter. It's not part of my plan, so not a big deal. Big deal is that I didn't follow my plan, and so now I'm restarting the challenge. And I did take one more trade today, which ended up being profitable, so I'm very happy with that. It was CGC. And you can see, actually, which one was it? Oh no, sorry, it was WKHS. I had been following CGC for a while, but just didn't. I never entered the trade. Didn't go as planned. But anyway, Workhorse, I think. Workhorse Group, WKHS. We were, this is where I got interested. We were pushing above this red line right here. This is the my first interest level, and then this second red line, this is a second interest level. So if we were breaking above these lines, that's where I'm interested in to enter. We had the pullback here, and this is my entry right here. And as you can see, we had a nice green candle and ended up taking profits on this one. So this was a profitable trade. And then we got a big red candle, so I ended up breaking even on the remainder of my shares. So I did end up being profitable, but the thing that I'm kind of concerned about is we were on our way to my second profit target. And as you can see, we hit some level of resistance. I was kind of hoping for 32.40s. Only got to 31.90s. And you can see we dropped big. So what I'm considering, because I think it's unacceptable to, I ended up giving away more than half of the profits that I would have taken. So for example, let's just say, I'm going to throw out a number here. Let's just say we made $1 on this trade. And then because of this red candle, I ended up with 20 cents. So that's giving away 80 cents of potential profit. Now, I'm okay not to make the whole dollar because we're hoping for a bigger move to make maybe $1.50 or $2. But to come out with 20 cents on the dollar, you're making less than half the potential. So what I'm considering right now, because I think this is unacceptable to give away that much profit, is when I basically have 4 orders when I enter a trade. I have my first profit target, my second profit target, and once I reach my second profit target, I put 2 trailing stop orders. So basically I start with 3 groups of shares, and then once I enter that, the third group of potential profit, I split that third group into 2. So essentially it's really 4 groups. So what I'm considering is what happens is after I take my first profit target, I raise my stop loss to break even. So I'm guaranteeing that the trade will be profitable. What I'm considering now is after I reach the first profit target, I will actually raise my stop loss to break even and then half profit target. So if the trade turns against me, I'll sell out at about half right here, and then another half at break even. So this way I don't end up giving too much profit away. I think that's going to reduce my potential reward, but I think it's also going to eliminate the giving away too much profit. So I'm definitely going to start thinking about that. So I'll have to come up with some kind of plan for that, how to do that. So, and I'm okay with that. I think, basically if you have a stock and you take profits and it goes all the way back to your break even level, that's kind of a negative signal in my opinion. That's a big, when I enter a trade, I never want the price to go back to where I bought it at. So the fact that it did, it's just not a good signal. I can always just re-enter the trade. Let's see what the 10-minute looks like. I could just re-enter on the 10-minute time frame, for example, or but even the 10-minute, it did end up having this pullback right here. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. Yeah, the 15-minute, I'd still be in the trade right now on the 15-minute time frame. I probably wouldn't enter because I would, this trade would have already happened. And now you can see the stock pushing up higher and approaching my second profit targets. So, hindsight, trying to figure out what to do. But I think giving away, again, more than half the potential profits is not acceptable. So I need to figure out how to fix that. And I think what I'll do is once I take my first profit target, I'm going to bring half the remaining shares to break even and the other half to the halfway mark between the first profit target and the break even level. And so I think that will guarantee half the potential profits. But again, this is after reaching the first profit target. If we reach the second profit target, then I think we're okay. Once I take 2 profit targets, there's, I'm in the trade. It's profitable. I've already taken enough that I'm not going to give away more than half the potential profits. So I'll have to work that out. All right, well, that is it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Again, to just to remind you, the purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, see if there's any corrections I could be doing, just like I spoke about today. And overall, I'm very happy with the improvement in my trading discipline and my results. So I just have to keep it up. And I'll let you know how it goes if you keep following my videos. All right, good luck.